wanna see some magic?
Yo.
Hey, Dirksu. Hey, Dirksu. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I think I sound really loud. Do I sound loud for everyone else?
I might be pretty quiet. That's usually the case. So I don't know. Maybe.
Let me see if I can turn myself down.
Can you hear me, everybody? Does that sound right? Oh. Yeah. So, put that here, put that there. Okay, I'm fine.
Testing, testing, testing. Man, I still like overpower you. Let me see if I can continue. Okay. Testing, testing, testing. Ooh, that's better.
That's better. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a super hype match for you today. We have Karen versus Sloaters. We're going to be getting off soon here. Our runners are ready, so we're going to go ahead and pop this off. Good luck to the runners. I'll introduce ourselves once I drop the hammer here. And our runners should be getting going here pretty soon. My name's Jay Chalk, and I'm joined today by Dirksu. Hello, Dirksu.
Yo, hello, Jay Chalk.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Just came home from work and read that you need some co-commentary.
Yeah. I'm very much looking forward to this race. We have Sloaters, who currently has a 42.54, ninth on the leaderboard for any percent, and Karen runs a 49.44, which is 155th. So only about 5 minutes separating our two runners here. But we are off already, and that is a very, very beautiful sync. I believe Sloaters is going to be running new route. Karen, I believe, will be doing old route. So that's going to be very interesting to see the divergence between those two routes. Oh, okay, Sloaters is going to be doing old route. Fantastic.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
44.19 for old route PB. Okay, so this will be the beginning of the race here. You know, you got the series station. We're going to be facing Ridley here. This is just something that our runners are going to have to do for the beginning of this race. Dirksu and I run a lot of randos, so we're used to not seeing this part of the game, and so it's always funny when we go back to 80%. We're just like, how do we do series?
Yeah, oh my god, I totally forgot about that. Oh my god, it's blue and I can do nothing. Oh my god. Well, it's just about 1 minute 30. You lose to that in the whole run, so that's not too bad, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, our runners are making their way towards the elevator here to put them onto... Ooh, we almost get identical series times. A 45 for both runners, just separated by a few milliseconds there. Very nice. But very nice sync so far. So we'll see our runners head down through the parlor. I'm interested if Sloaters or Karen use Moonfall. I think Sloaters, if I remember.
Yeah, Sloaters, as far as I know, Sloaters doesn't use it, but
Yeah, that's what I was about ready to say. I think Sloaters does not use Moonfall, but I'm not sure about Karen. So we might see Karen take a slight lead with
We
the
will
use of
see that
Moonfall.
soon.
Yeah, we'll see it very soon once they enter the parlor here. There's a few strats for getting down the parlor. Some people like to go the left side or the right side, using a down back on the right side. I typically just do spins on the left side because I can't quite get that down back, but whatever you're comfortable with. But this is a really, really nice sink that we have here so far.
Both do not use the Moonfall strats.
But both runners go, oh my, that was a super, super nice. So both runners not using Moonfall there. But that sink was beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see if we go any gap skips or ledge grabs, or excuse me, down grabs, or not just typical jumps over the gaps there. Very nice from both runners. I believe that was pitless for both.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Karen might have hit her head on one of the pillars though. Put her back a second.
Ran slightly past the elevator, but that's fine.
And our first item we will be collecting is the morphing ball. Allows Samus to, do what you're seeing now. Very, very nice.
That's because Metroid can't crawl,
Okay, Karen got a pit. Nice.
Oh.
And these are the awakening missiles. These are actually the missiles that are what trigger the awakening state for Super Metroid. So if you were to skip picking these missiles up and head up the elevator, you would ultimately need to go back and pick those missiles up.
Nice boost.
So here we have Sloaters going to be making their way up the climb. We'll see if Sloaters elects to do the behemoth climb or the more typical wall climb. Same with Karen here. And it's going to be the typical wall climb. Very nice so far.
Karen does the beams climb, ledge grab climb. Very nice executed.
Yeah, this is really nice. We get to see two different strats for traversing this room here. Yeah. Both, I believe the behemoth climb, if I remember correctly, is just slightly quicker. It's just really what a runner is comfortable with. If you're really good with your ledge grabs, then it could be beneficial for you to give it a shot. But we're going to get a look here at Bomb Teresa, which is holding our bombs. Very important item. Our runners are going to attempt to count some shots here to get a pretty quick Bomb Teresa fight. It's something that I'm still practicing. If you come in here having taken a hit, you might get health drops instead of missile drops, and that really affects your ability to get the quote-unquote quicker kill. As you can see, Sloaters gets that very nicely.
And also, you can skip the decapitation sequence of Bomb Teresa if you finish him off with a missile, and if it has just 100 health left.
Exactly, and you saw Karen take a little bit of a hit there. Very nice movement there by Sloaters to get the quick Alcatraz escape. And we're going to be picking up our first E-Tank. This is the Terminator E-Tank. Karen will be picking that up here very shortly. What do you think? Do you think Sloaters will be doing a 3 or 4 tank run here today?
I think Sloaters is, of course, capable enough to do 3 tank, but
maybe in a race situation they might elect to pick up the Ridley tank.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what our runners elect to do. I just want to first say thank you very much to both Karen and Sloaters for agreeing to race today under short notice. We thought, hey, let's throw together an exhibition race, and what better than to have Sloaters and Karen pretty close in PBs, very respected in the community, and very much look forward to the rest of this race. Also, thank you to Dirksu for agreeing to co-com with me today.
You're welcome.
So Sloaters just utilized a mock ball to skip the elevators. The
Speed booster.
what's the word I'm looking for? The things that drop. The gates. The gates. Used to skip the gates there. That is a sequence break. Normally you need the speed booster item to speed boost across the bridge, but we can utilize a mock ball to get to the super item, which prevents us from having to kill Spore Spawn to get our first game intended supers. So a very nice trick pulled off first try by Sloaters and Karen here. And here we go. Sloaters get into the charge missile item, going to be picking up charge, located underneath these blocks here. And Karen is not too far behind. Have some really good races here so far. 7:45 charge time is definitely nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not bad for Karen either as well.
I think I got a sub 8 charge time once.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good what these runners do here. Pretty good.
So it's going to be nice, Sloaters agreeing to run old route for us today. We're going to be able to compare our two runners much easier than it would be to, say, separate routes. Karen running old route. Sloaters, known for running new route as well, have agreed to run old route. So we're going to be able to compare pretty easily. Gets a very nice D-boost into the pre-Spazer room here.
Also, it's a pretty good choice to do old route for a race, since new route is pretty punishing if you do mistakes.
Yeah, that's a very good point, especially, that early Fantoon fight with limited E-tanks can definitely be brutal if you make a mistake.
And I really like that strat Sloaters used on the crate entrance.
Yeah, I saw Sephi actually practicing that the other day. That's really nice.
Yeah, I practiced that for a while, but I just can't get the timing down.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually do the just blow up one and then just jump across the pit.
Mm-hmm. One thing to note, Sloaters and Karen actually pulled off another sequence break just a few moments ago,
Right.
doing the jump there from the ledge to the ledge before the Kraid's layer. The game intends you to go down and pick up high jump moves, which you can then utilize to get up, and that's how we get our Varia suit. So both of our runners saying nope to that and agreeing or deciding to do the jump to get to Kraid's lair. And a very nice Kraid quick kill from Sloaters there. We'll see if Karen can pull it off as well. I didn't quite see the method they used. Did they use a missile and 3 supers?
I think two missiles in the super.
Nice.
Supers,
and Karen pulling off a different strategy. That's actually the strategy I use. I'm curious, what strategy do you use, Dirksu?
I used the charge and 4 supers.
Same.
Method. I only attempted if in my last one of my last 90% runs, the mini crate just decided not to drop me a 5th super. And I had to, and I failed it. So yeah, I think it's a bit slower because you have to stand up earlier and gain more lag from crate, but with charge and
right. Ooh, very nice exit there from Kraid's lair by Sloaters. I've been wanting to learn that. Shoot a super and then jump out and mock ball through the broken block. Very nice. We're going to be picking up high jump boots here. Our next item of choice.
Oh, and Karen gets the second E-tank at Kraid, and Sloaters skipped it.
Interesting. So that might hint at a 3-tank run, perhaps. And maybe a 4-tank run for Karen here. I'm still at 5. Have not. Ooh, Karen goes for the same exit strat there. Just barely missing it. Nice attempt, though. Very, very nice attempt. So Dirksu, what's your current any percent time?
My time is well, I'm actually not entirely sure. Let me.
I will take a look.
It's a low 53 or a high
5310.
5310 was it? Right.
Yeah, I am currently sitting
Yeah, exactly.
at a 5549. So definitely, we're both pretty far off from the runners that we're watching today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a totally different level,
Mhm.
but that's something you can go for, right? You can aim for.
For sure. I'm always interested in continuing to learn better strats and better movement through the rooms, and watching better runners is definitely a way to do that. And wow, that was a really cool charge strat by Sloaters there. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, same.
I think that's one of the trolliest spots for me in my runs is Bubble Mountain, and I might actually pick that strat up. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's really interesting, and oh, good look at that speed time.
Yeah, this is a really good run by Sloaters here. Sub 13 speed time is no joke.
Yeah.
Karen, going to be making their way also into Bubble Mountain here. We'll see what method they use. Runners have all different kinds of methods for each room. It's so interesting to just watch multiple runners, and see how they elect to do these rooms. We might see them use a missile here, and they did. Very nice.
Another very common method is just to hold up a charge and pseudo screw through the cack attack.
Mm-hmm.
As you've seen, there are many different strats for many different rooms. That's what makes this game so interesting.
Yeah, definitely. There's just so many different strats. So Sloaters and Karen high-fived coming out of the speed there. I believe that's called the back cave, if I'm not mistaken. And Sloaters picks up the wave beam, and Karen picks up the speed booster. So we'll have yet another high five coming out of wave and going into wave. So Karen, not doing too bad, keeping up here. Definitely have a nice race. We'll see if they do a 1 farm or a 2 farm. Looks like a 2 farm. I believe Sloaters skipped the farm entirely. They have 5 and 1. Gonna pick up a super here.
I usually like to have about 4 supers at this point.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, gets a nice super drop there. That was a really nice super drop.
That was a really lucky one, yeah.
Oh, wow. Did you see Karen's ledge grab there coming out of... That was kind of interesting. So, do we think we're going to see some X-Factor strats from Sloaters on Fantoon today, or will they elect to go for the Doppler?
I think, I'm not sure how confident Sloaters is still in his X-Factor strat, since he usually does New Route, I guess. But yeah,
right.
I think because it's just faster.
Yeah, we'll see what they elect to pull off. That's one of the things about Fantoon is there's a variety of ways to go about the fight. The thing about X Factors, it's just so nice if you land it, but if you miss it, it's very brutal. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sloaters was going for the Alpha Spark, I think, but just was a little bit short on the jump, wasn't able to pull it off, but nice attempt.
Maybe he decided against to save some energy, but
that's possible too.
Also, wait. Oh, you can use your energy.
I was just about ready to say Sloaters is looking for the quick ledge grab there. That would have been beautiful. I thought for
beautiful, that strat.
Yeah, that strat is amazing. I thought for a second they might have been setting up for a hero shot, but they wanted to throw out some sexy, beautiful strats there. So I'm all about the sexy, beautiful strats. Sloaters is going to be utilizing some a series of damage boosts here to hopefully get across these Vile Plumes. Gets the first one and gets the second one. Very nicely done. Nice. Typically, I fall into the Vile Plumes and get ate up a little bit.
Yeah, I typically use a different strat where I mid-air morph there and just get hit by that sponge thingy and just bump over the blocks there.
Yeah, that's actually a strat that I've used a lot of, or I've seen other runners utilize as well.
I mean, it's definitely slower than the damage boost, but it's kind of consistent, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, I just can't damage boost down there. I don't know why, but these damage boosts are broken in this room.
Right. Ooh, and Karen actually gets a hero shot.
Nice.
Very nicely done. Going to be making their way through Hellway.
So nice. Oh, Sloaters setting off Ocean Fly.
Almost got Ocean Fly.
Almost.
Just barely missing the door there. Gonna be setting up for a secondary spark here to get across the moat. There are two ways you can spark across this moat. One way is you can jump a little bit higher and bonk your head a little bit before the door to save on some health.
That's what I usually do.
It's something that I've been trying to implement as well, because this Phantoon fight early on can be pretty brutal, even if you have Varia. So
Phantoon is no joke, man.
Yeah, no joke at all. Like, you think you have enough health, and then all of a sudden you're sitting at 25, and you're just losing time trying to dodge all the flames.
Yeah.
Ooh, very nice speedball entrance there to pre Phantoon. Very nice. All right, so Karen's going to be making their way up. We'll see if they can pull off an Ocean Fly, or what method they elect to use coming out.
Looks like Sloaters is gonna use the X-Factor, but unfortunately only has one power bomb. So, yeah, gotta improvise there.
Yeah, we see Sloaters equipping.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice X-Factor. So now that Sloaters has landed a charge shot, actually I'm not sure. Usually I do... Okay, yeah. See, they had to do it a little bit. Very, very nice Phantoon. Very nice Phantoon. Typically I do the Poppy strat. So I'll do 2 missiles, and then an X-Factor. And if I land the X-Factor, then I can finish off with 2 missiles and a super. Sloaters elected to go for a charge shot and then the X-Factor, so needed to put in a few more missiles and a super to finish them off.
Another high five.
So we've had a lot of really cool high fives here. Karen also gets a really nice speedball. Sloaters going to be picking up left side supers here. That's going to put them at 10 supers. If I'm not mistaken, this will be the final super that Sloaters will pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In
fact, I
final
think...
piece of ammo.
Actually, I was just going to say, yeah, I think that's the final piece of ammo that Sloaters will be picking up. They run 2010.
Yeah. Probably another E-Tank. That would be good, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
A gravity suit. Space
Yes.
jump.
For sure.
Yeah, space jump and plasma beam. And yeah, right. Ice beam. I forgot ice beam.
Ice beam, yeah.
I love that strat.
Yeah, it's a beautiful strat.
I tried to learn that strat, but my stutter 3 taps are a bit off for that. So I try to damage, kind of turnaround damage boost there. In the electricity pod left to left. And yeah, well, it's pretty tight, and you have to turn around right when you enter the
yeah, it's tight.
The pod.
Really tight. It looks like Karen's utilizing some Dopplers here. Had a pretty good first run. Ooh, we get the spark across bowling. Nice. Very nicely done by Sloaters. And Phantoon's down.
Now Sloaters has some time to watch the restream.
So, let's get some guesses in chat. What do you think our runner's final time? We're going to have a sub 21, maybe? Yeah, sub 21 gravity time here for Sloaters. Karen, not too far behind, going to be making their way up. Looking to be really, really good run so far for both of our runners here. And... yeah, Sloaters is on a very, very solid 45 pace here.
Definitely.
I seem to always bonk this door coming out where Sloaters is, and I have to go underneath or risk picking up that missile tank. Or, yeah,
it's
missile pack.
Yeah, just go down there. It's just not worth it to pick
Mhm.
it up. Nice attic spark from Karen.
Very nice attic spark from Karen. See, already we saw two very viable methods to do attic. Sloaters going with the speed keep at the end there, and Karen just sparking all the way through. Very nicely done by both runners. This is one of my favorite rooms to do optimally. Red Tower. It just feels so good when you get it perfectly.
That damage boost looks so good.
It really does. It's one of my favorite damage boosts next to the damage boost to Bubble Mountain Reserve. That's typically used for rando.
Yeah, next to Red Tower, right? Then you can also do hit those bats and damage boost off the tiles, the remainers of them. That do a little bit less damage, but
that's true. A lot of runners do elect to do it that way to preserve a little bit more ammo. I believe is it 5 damage from the particles?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, about that.
Okay.
The body does about 15, 20.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Not that much, but
in the end, it's definitely less. So you have a really good point there. To conserve energy. All right, so we're going to be facing Phantoon here. Thankfully, Sloaters has a power bomb extra handy. Going to be able to start off with an X Factor, and then we'll only need to put 8 more supers into Sloaters, into Botswoon here.
Also, this is Botswoon, not Phantoon, as Jay just mentioned.
Oh, that was so good. Wait, is it 8 or is it 6?
Not sure.
It must be 6.
I never looked into that.
Yeah, I never looked into it. I thought that an X Factor counted as 2 supers, but I guess it might have different damage tables for different enemies. If anyone can correct me in chat, that'd be fantastic.
Let's just do some research. Give me a second.
Because I know, for example, when I X Factor Ridley in RBO, it counts as 2 supers, and then you just need an additional 28. But it could be different for different enemies. And a full happy 4 Sloaters across the Coliseum. Very nicely done. Very complex series of inputs to pull that trick off. Your typical runner, when learning that trick, will do a halfie, which is an easier variation of the full halfie. Just requires a spark just through the door. The full halfie requires a series of ledge grabbing or a down grab. One of the two, I think it's a down grab, ledge grab. There are 2 different terms here. First person to tell me whether it's a down grab or a ledge grab. Down grab. That's what my intuition thought. Down grab at the very top, and then requires to through the door and then jump and spark across. A very intense series of inputs. And this was just a beautiful fight. Gonna go for a spike suit. Gets it first try.
That consistency is amazing.
It's that that Dragon kill. Like, I looked away for a second.
Yeah.
And Dragon was just dead, and Sloater was already getting the spike suit. Just wonderful. And Sloaters is going to already utilize the spike suit here in a few moments to do a reverse full halfie. So we'll see if they can pull that off. Going to initiate the spark at the top here. Very, very nicely done.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, Karen's a little bit low on health here. Botswoon hits pretty hard, honestly, but should be okay. Gonna start off here with an X Factor.
You can also stay in the left lower corner, and there the Botswoon will never hit you with his buddy. Only with those screenshots.
Oh, that damage boost by Sloaters, that was kind of cool.
That's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I like that. Something to mention also, I've noticed every runner has a different strat for setting up the X Factor on Botswoon. It's all about the timing. I see runners run in, select power bombs and then run to the left, and then right before they get to the wall, they charge, and then they wait and they jump. Karen did a series of jumps up and down around the room just to time it. Sloaters did also a variation of running back and forth. It's just very interesting, like whatever a runner's comfortable with, and we see so many different strategies on setting up the timing for that X Factor, because like Fantoon, it's really unfortunate and slightly annoying when you miss just one particle. That's always annoying when you miss a particle.
You gotta move that remaining particle somehow into somewhere where it has collision. And yeah.
Exactly. And we all know Botswoon's hitbox is not really the best.
Oh yeah, and Jay, it's an X Factor. A full X Factor is worth 4 supers at Botswoon and 2 on Ridley, because Ridley gets double damage.
Right.
Botswoon only single damage.
Very nice. Thank you for researching that. I probably should have came to that conclusion knowing the double damage. But that's cool. Okay, sweet. And so it looks like, Karen was trying to pull off a spark there, got nailed as Dragon just came out of nowhere and just said nope.
Dragon gives some pretty bad RNG there.
Lots of swoops. Yeah. But thankfully, Karen has some really good health here, though. Is going to be able to pull off a series of Shine Sparks here, but Dragon's not playing nice. Gets sniped again. Oh no! Grabbed. Dragon is being a jerky jerk here. This should be good. Maybe one more spark might finish off with some supers here.
Yeah, and getting a
very nice. And it's gonna go for the spike, maybe, or might just utilize a blue.
No, just utilize a blue. Just gonna damage boost up from that.
Yeah.
To pick those strats up, because you can't run on the. If you have, you can run, but as soon as you hit the dash button, you lose your blue suit.
Correct. The benefit of having a spike suit, which is what we saw Sloaters get, how it works is you get a blue suit, like Karen has. Usually you get a blue suit when your dash value is 0 and you Shine Spark kill Dragon. That preserves a Shine Spark, known as the blue suit. And then what you want to do is you want to morph and damage yourself on the electricity. And you want to hit jump on the frame you take damage or the frame after. And depending on which frame you actually press that input, you are going to either do, I believe it's 8 frames or 9 frames. One of the two. It's a series of frames after that first input that you want to press the same input again. And then you get a spike suit. And with a spike suit, you can actually run, which is what makes it better than the blue suit.
Yeah, it keeps you in the flashing state permanently, and the blue suit only gives you the speed boost, the speed echo state.
Exactly, and then so that makes you be able to just run a little bit quicker, which is nice instead of having to walk. Because the moment you press that run button, you have then lost your blue suit.
Yeah, but you have to watch out not to jump up straight. So
right.
Don't dash.
Exactly.
Lose your spike suit, and yeah, that would not be fun.
So Sloaters, very nice pillar spark there. Getting I believe that was a stutter 2-tap through the door.
I think it's a stutter 3-tap.
Actually, you might be right. Although I think it might be doable with 2.
Probably. Although, if you do it
from the doorway, yeah. I think outside the door it's a 3, and from inside the door you can do it with a 2. I'm not entirely sure though.
Yeah, it depends on the width of your taps.
And
how long you tap and stuff.
So Karen picks up those, almost said spacer, the plasma beam, and is gonna be heading to the ice beam. And we'll be heading down into Lower Norfair. We saw Sloaters pick up plasma and ice, and is also going to be making their way down to the Ridley fight. We'll see. Usually, runners can decide after the Ridley fight what their health is like if they want to pick up the Ridley tank or not. Sloaters might just elect to YOLO it and go with the 3 tank, or we might see Sloaters pick up that 4th tank by Ridley. Very interesting grouping strat there.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, also, you can do this room very, very differently. You can use supers, 3 supers per pirate. You can use shine spark methods, and you can use charge methods for those. That's a pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point, Dirks. You brought up. There's just so many. Like each room just has so many methods, but that one room with the pirates, there's just so many different ways you can kill them. Personally, I do charge shots when they jump, and then a charge shot running at them, and then the same with the other one. That grouping strat though was really nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, Karen, for sure, these boss fights, especially that Dragon fight, Dragon just wanted to do nothing but swoop and snipe you from the sky. It was very unfortunate.
Yeah. And then one single mistake costs you so much time then.
Mm-hmm.
And Sloaters has already almost done Ridley. 20 charge shots. Nicely done.
Yeah, one thing that's really good that separates new route from old route is with new route you do not have spacer. Excuse me, you don't have plasma, and therefore it requires a few more 60 shots depending on how many supers you come in with. And ooh, real quick, I'm gonna interrupt myself. Karen gets a really nice ice escape there.
Yeah, pretty cool.
GG to Karen there. But with old route we have all beams. We have all the beams that matter. You know, plasma, charge.
All beams. Yeah.
Spacer matters too. But unfortunately, if we try to equip both spacer and plasma, some things happen. Very nice damage. We're going to get a Wasteland Speedball and gets it. That's something I want to learn. I want to be able to take the damage off of that Deskiga and tap through using my iframes and get that Speedball. It's such a beautiful strat.
Yeah, that's so cool, that strat. I mean, I destroy them first, but it doesn't really save that much time then. But
Exactly. I'm at the point where I destroy them first.
Oh, and Karen slightly misses the boost. The chronic boost.
Yeah, Karen gets the chronic boost. I believe Sloaters got that as well.
Yeah, they did pay attention actually.
And this movement out of Lower Norfair, absolutely gorgeous here by Sloaters. I believe they haven't even taken a single hit. Using, ooh, that's a hit.
that it doesn't matter.
Using the plasma beam, which pierces the enemies, giving you some iframes to run through them, which is really, really, really useful for those pirates. Those key hunters do a ton of damage.
Counselor is utilizing his bombs because he does only have one power bomb left to open up the power bomb blocks above the mountain.
Yeah, I was in a race, I think last week. No, actually, it was more than a few weeks ago, and I went through, got to this, those power bomb blocks, and realized I didn't have a power bomb. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the dragons in the previous room dropped power bombs at pretty high frequency, so I just had to go back there and pick them up.
Usually guaranteed drop. Well, not totally guaranteed, but
yeah, depending on your health.
Yeah, and usually it's about 97-98%.
Yeah,
for guaranteed.
Very, very good power bomb percentage. And Karen is going to be making their way down. Almost got tapped there in the back by that. Ooh, got hit there. That's okay. 167. This is fine. Sloaters is going to be heading to G4. This is a very, very, very nice pace. I also, just going to be random, but I want to take this time to personally shout out someone in our community, a moderator for SRA by the name of Unknown Availability. The layout that you're seeing right now was made literally in 15 minutes. I pinged the administration team and I was like, yo, we need a layout for an upcoming exhibition match between Sloaters and Karen that we put on for fun. And Unknown is just one of the coolest dudes. Basically every layout you've seen in the past few weeks have been made by unknown availability. He's just an awesome dude, and is just extremely talented in what he does. So we're very blessed to have him to be able to make layouts like this under short notice. So if you guys out there have he does layouts for stream layouts, he does layouts for racing like this. He's personally done a lot of layouts for people in our community. If you have like any interest in layout work, that's the dude you want to reach out to. Unknown availability. So, Karen,
Well,
Ridley
Karen,
fight.
Right at Ridley. Right to have Ridley down. Or
Mhm.
Well, big two shots.
Yeah, this fight's definitely Ridley's playing much nicer than the other bosses did. Sloaters entering in at a 37.20 for G4 time. Very
Definitely
solid.
Definitely 55 pace. 55. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he'd have to die a few times.
Yeah, right. 45, 46 pace, something like that. I mean, I usually do Turian in about 8 minutes, I usually calculate, so Sloaters might be a bit faster.
Yeah, for sure.
But what, like 7 minutes and stuff. While Sloaters is done with waiting, Karen is exiting Lower Norfair. Unfortunately froze that disk again. And this is the Wasteland speedball.
Very nicely done. So Sloaters is going to utilize a grouping strat here. This is, I believe, a save on supers, because you want as many supers as possible heading into Mother Brain.
Yeah, and also to keep his momentum.
Health and momentum, for sure.
Picking up those Metroids while he's space jumping over.
Oh my god! That that Metroid room right there was just beautiful. So Sloaters is going to be pulling off, or attempting to pull off, a trick known as the baby skip. You know, I am so interested in a lot of the tricks in Super Metroid, and like, if there is like a list of when and how and who discovered them, just like messing around with the game and like, hey, I'm curious if maybe we could skip this entire sequence and, you know, just doing this is a series of jumps. We're gonna do, you know, play Ring Around the Rosie here with, or jump rope might be a better description here. And Sloaters is gonna get this, and I believe that was, had an extra jump there, but just beautiful.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that saves, I believe, 25 to 35 seconds, depending on how many jumps you do. Can be optimized in some very nice ways, because it skips getting sucked on by the Metroid and having to refill. So that was very nice.
Yeah, it's a time save of about 30-40 seconds, depending on how often you jump, but hopefully you can execute it. But it's
definitely. The worst, the worst part is when you get the jumps, but then you get grabbed at the last second. That's like the worst, because you spent all that time jumping and then you get grabbed.
And it's inverse if you get grabbed right when you enter the door transition.
That is a very, very good point Dirksy brings up. If you actually get grabbed through the door transition, the state that the baby Metroid puts you in stays through the door transition. So you will have to literally move at like slow motion speed, and the only way to get rid of that is save and reset. So that's never good. There was actually I think a Prodigy race yesterday or the other day where a runner actually got grabbed through the door transition but elected to finish the race in slow mode. It was actually kind of,
that's so cool.
It's actually kind of funny.
Sloaters is done with Mother Brain 2. We're seeing the rainbow beam, which drains Samus from exactly 300 energy tanks. That's why we always keep at least 3 energy tanks. until the end of the fight. And that's what makes 3 tank runs so dangerous, because you in any case you must not fall down below that 300 mark.
Yeah, the fighting Mother Brain with 3 tanks is definitely scary. If you take a catch up, it's basically GG.
Yeah, that's what
120?
something like
It's definitely in the range of if you get hit by a catch up with 3 tanks, it's donezo.
Yeah.
And even taking a few French fries could be really deadly. But here we go. Karen is going to be making their way into also make their way into G4. It's a very nice speed jump through the blocks there. Saves a bit of time. So yeah, Sloaters is looking to be on a really high 44 or a low 45 pace here.
Yeah. That's a pretty good pace of United Coast.
Yeah, very, very nice pace for a race here. Karen's going to be entering the G4 room just as Sloaters is going to be moving into Mother Brain 3. This is looking more on the mid 44 range here. One thing you probably notice if you've been around this channel for a while, we are hosting a Super Metroid Randomizer tournament. It has 88 participants, and we're already moving on. We already are down to the final 8, the Elite 8. And so the alternative bracket still has quite a few participants, but something that you might notice is that none of our runners have liked to do what's called the stand-up glitch, because in any percent you don't pick up you pick up fewer E-tanks, and the stand-up glitch requires at least 700 energy to perform. So it'd be cool if you could do stand-up glitch with fewer E-tanks. It'd save, upwards to 30 seconds in the any percent run. Wouldn't that be sweet if someone discovered how to do that? Like that would be incredible. So we'll see what method. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would just want to say that would be super awesome.
Yeah, that'd be incredible. I want to know, because I know that Moonfall was discovered at the end of 2016. I think I want to know, like, what is the next? Oh, well then you have Speed Skip for Frog Speedway, but that's utilized.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that's utilized more in Rando. But I'm waiting for, like, what's the next big find? I'm always interested in just seeing what people discover, as Sloaters is going to be making their way up the escape through the parlor.
And probably not saving the animals? Nope, it doesn't. Making the speedrunner's right choice.
And
GG.
there we go. With an official SRL time of 44 minutes and 31 seconds. Just wow. That is a fantastic time. In fact, that is a time that would put them, let's see, top 27 on the leaderboard. That's how good that race was right there. Very, very nice, solid run from Sloaters. We have Karen on the left side here going to also be attempting to pull off the baby skip here.
And Karen did destroy the frozen side hopper there, which produces some and gets grabbed, unfortunately. And saving those, what was it, 40 frames? Looking to the right. Since Samus doesn't have a stand-up animation for looking to the right, the game just puts her in a standing position right after. Yeah.
We're going to see if Sloaters wants to join for an interview. This was a very, very nice run, again, by Sloaters. And honestly, this is Karen's no slouch here. This is definitely a fantastic pace for Karen as well. Anything sub 50 is amazing, honestly. Like that amount of consistency. This might be 49, high 49 pace.
Yeah, probably. Oh,
Yeah.
So you have to mother brain to stand what pace we have. Wait.
Maybe on the high 50 side. Yeah. But I mean, Karen's PB is a 49, so I mean, to get anywhere near that, it's very, very consistent and a good run nonetheless. Should always praise runners for staying near their PBs. Just shows a good run. Like I have a 55. If I ever ran like a 57 or a 58, I would consider that just like a fantastic run for me personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now that Karen's moving into their mother brain fight, probably just do a few reminders. We are currently in the middle of an glitchless tournament. There was a run today at 12 p.m. We're down to our final. After Saturday, we'll be on to our final 4 runners. I believe in the tournament still is the world record holder and second. So this is going to be a very amazing finish for Outlast. We also have picked up a Resident Evil 7 New Game Plus Easy tournament. That'll start in July. That's going to be hype, also including, I believe, the world record. And we have an RBO Super Metroid Reverse Boss Order tournament starting in July as well. So lots of awesome content ahead. We're going to be doing more exhibitions of just literally any game. Whatever you guys are interested in, we'll throw it up here. We want to be a channel that just offers everything. No matter how small or big the game is, we're on it. We're all about it, and we're excited to continue to offer content for you guys. RBO tournament. I am in it, and I learned the category a few weeks ago. It's very, very difficult.
It's a really brutal category.
It's really brutal. And for RBO specifically, there's also a ton of different routes you can take and a ton of different methods you can go about finishing an RBO.
Lots of safeties you can get first, and slowly letting them behind and pushing your time.
Yeah, I think the scariest moment for me was that I literally had every possible safety item available, and I was like, "Oh God, I don't know if I could take away any of these." I was like, "Oh man," but I grinded for like 2 weeks straight. We're talking 3 to 6 hours a day, just grinding it, and I brought myself down to a 137. So
pretty amazing time for a brutal run like RBO.
Yeah, it's so brutal. But if any of you are interested in other we'll have another Super Metroid randomizer tournament, of course, next year. But if you guys are interested in RBO, you could be, not the best Super Metroid runner like myself, and still really learn that category. It takes a while to learn. It's definitely not an easy category, but if you're interested and you work hard, and there's definitely people like Hero.
It also definitely pays off for your general movement and any percent time and whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I PB'd by like 2 minutes in my Prodigy race the other night because just grinding RBO, because you have to be like super precise with your movement. And that category in RBO is so brutal if you make a mistake in Lower Warfare. So my time for any percent improved drastically because of grinding RBO. But I wanted to say a shout out to Hero. Is it 72?
82.
82. Hero 82, who is also in the RBO tournament, has been a huge help. Dirksu as well, but has been a huge help in helping everyone who has joined the tournament so far with like strats and tips and routes and all sorts of things. Also, big shout out to Punk. Is also in the tournament as well, and has also been a huge help to the community in learning RBO. And
meanwhile,
Karen's gonna miss that 50 sub 51, but 51:02.
Yeah, still a better time than us, right?
Yeah, it's still a better time than me. So yeah, they finished with official SRL time 51:05. Beautiful runs by both runners here. So that was that. Wow, we just had a race between Sloaters and Karen. I was very excited when Karen offered to race, and then when I reached out to Sloaters, like 50 minutes before the race started, and they said sure, I was like, yeah, let's do it. It was a really good race. We saw some really cool strats from both of our runners. Both runners have definitely worked really hard to optimize their runs, and Sloaters definitely is one of those runners who has a lot of rooms. We saw some really sweet strats, some that I had never seen before, and I'm really interested to implement myself, especially that Bubble Mountain charge shot.
Yeah,
that's
pretty cool.
That was sweet. I have never seen that before. I'll definitely give that a shot.
And also that small that the damage boost in the Meridia room before the plasma rooms.
Yes, exactly. Off of the CAC. Yeah.
I never even considered that, but that's a pretty cool one.
Yeah, you use the wave beam to shoot through the wall.
Yeah.
To hit the door, and then you damage boost off of the CAC. Ooh.
That's you see that that's so.
We can call that the CAC alley boost.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really the alley, but what is there an official name for the room after CAC alley?
The CAC attack room, whatever.
CAC attack room. Okay, guys.
That.
It's officially the CAC attack room. But if there's already a name for it, that's cool too. Okay. Well, I don't think our runners are open for interviews, which is completely fine. Definitely give these runners a follow.
Do we have a comment for that?
We don't have a comment for it. I don't think it has been updated, but I'll go ahead and post. There is Sloaters Twitch. And let me bring up Karen. There's Karen. Give these guys a follow. And of course, while you are at it, moment. What? There you are. Give my wonderful, amazing Sue a follow as well.
And as well.
I want to point out.
Give J-Chuck a follow.
Thanks, Dirksu.
Follow everyone.
Follow everyone. This was Dirksu's. Follow yourselves. Yeah, this is Dirksu's first time ever commentating. I've been wanting them to join me for a while, and I think you did a fantastic job. So thank you so much for.
Hope I didn't too bad, and yeah.
No, it was great. It was fantastic.
Thanks for letting me join you. I was just coming home and was seeing, oh, Jay needs someone. Hey, do you want to co-come with me? Yeah, sure, why not? Just finish some food and get to my PC, and if I'm there in time, yeah.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna be ending some stuff off here. So thank you guys, all of you guys out there in chat, for sticking around watching this match. I believe if I take a look at the schedule for SRA, one moment, let's see what's coming up. I believe we have a scavenger hunt tournament match later on tonight. It's not a tournament that we're hosting. It's a tournament that is hosted by Metadog, but we are featuring one of the matches tonight. I believe, yes, at 9 p.m. Eastern, it's a scavenger hunt between Freya's Spirit and Saffron XD. I believe this is an Elite 8 match or a Sweet 16. It's an Elite 8, one of the two. It's the second round. But if you're interested in that, the scavenger hunt, how that works real quick, 2 items will be chosen at random. And we'll be using a randomized seed. The first person to pick up both of those items wins. So matches could literally last 7 minutes, which I think is the record, or they could last 2 hours, which I think is the record for the longest match. So if you're interested in that, that could be really, you might be interested in that. So 9 p.m. today, scavenger hunt tournament, Freya's Spirit, and Saffron. So thank you guys so much again. My name is J-Chalk. And that was Dirksu, and these runners were Karen and Sloaters, and this was Speedrunners Arena. We are going to send a raid to that's a good question. Who should we raid? Who should we raid, chat?
Yeah,
who should we? Yeah, first person I see, we'll raid. First comment in chat. I will raid them right now.
The person who puts the comment in, right?
Yeah, we'll raid that person. No, if you guys have a friend or someone's learning Super Metroid or it's anyone in the community, you just throw the name out there and we'll make it happen. Val Venerth. Okay, let's check them out. Here we go. All right, here comes a raid. I hope this is the right name. There it is. All right, so everyone, go give this person a hello. And thank you again so much. And by the way, there's Unknown Available, who I mentioned earlier today. So definitely reach out to them, as I mentioned before. Okay, here comes the raid. Everyone have a fantastic day. Goodbye.
Yeah, have a nice day, night.
Oh no, an ad.